She look good.
Yeah, I was like...
This has been Devin's dream for a while. Because you were crying. And that just makes me cry for some reason. I don't know.
Ready? We'll do it at the same time. What's up?
Welcome back.
Cordal. We gotta
Family.
get in more uniform.
Welcome back.
No, like you gotta say what's up. What's up, Cordal family? Welcome back to our channel. So glad you're here.
Our channel.
This last week has been absolutely nuts. Like
Crazy. Bonkers.
we blew up, I guess, on TikTok and stuff. So we have lots of new friends.
Small little explosion.
We're just so thankful. I know we got some more friends on here. We thought, what better way to kind of get
Bring in the new
people with doing a Q&A. Yay! We haven't done one of these in a while. So we're going to start with, we've had so many questions asked, and thankfully we have not had to ask ourselves questions. I've got more followers, so people ask me questions.
Yeah, I forgot what you meant.
Okay.
Our first couple of Q&As, we had to make up our own questions to fill some space.
But we're gonna kind of reintroduce ourselves. So if you've already been here, you know us, whatnot. I'm Devin,
I'm Hunter.
hence the name. We live in Alabama,
Alabama. Firefighter, paramedic.
and I'm stay-at-home mom.
Assam.
Now we're gonna get into the questions.
The Q and A.
One of the main questions is how we met. We just want to start with that since this is kind of a get to know us
Yes.
one. It's a longer story, but we'll try to shorten it down. I was 13, Hunter was 14. My sister was dating a guy at the time. I wanted a boyfriend. That was the cool thing to do, is have a little boyfriend. So I remember sitting on the couch. I remember exactly where I was. And I literally said to them, I said, oh, I want a boyfriend, literally. And I asked them if they knew anybody.
13 now, people.
I was 13. I've even met that. He was like, oh, I have a guy for you. So they told me, Hunter Cordal, he rides dirt bikes, whatnot. So I went in there, twiddled my thumbs, searched him on Facebook, right? Well, somehow I was already friends with him. And I was like, oh, he's cute. I stalked him and I saw we had mutual friends. And I was like, I need to get his attention. So I deleted him, right? I deleted him as my friend. And then I sent him a friend request. I made sure my profile looked tippy to top shape. Whenever Hunter got my friend request, I wanted him to be like, oh, who's this girl?
Who's this good looking girl?
Exactly.
Which
and
that's what I did.
I know, and it's crazy. Nothing came about that, right? Well, a few days go by, and I was like, gosh, I was hoping that my sister's boyfriend would put in word and that somehow we get kindled or whatever. Well, I was on the bus, and I was with my friend, and she knew you. And I was like,
A different friend.
Can I have Hunter Cordal's number? And she was like, why? And I was like, I just need it. So I was like, I'm not going to text him. I just want it. Want it just to have. Well, it did text him. I said, hey. And then he replied, he said, who is this? This is getting steamy. I never replied, right? I cricketed him. Well, then later, I think the next day, I was like, okay, I know that my sister's boyfriend had mentioned probably. Did he?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, anyways.
I think so.
I messaged Hunter back, and I said, I'm sorry, somebody told me to text this number. I said, this is Devin Lewis. I said, who is this? And I knew exactly who you were.
Lying to me right off the bat.
Oh, hey, this is Hunter Cordal. And I was like, oh my gosh, of course, I know why they did that. And history. And you're like, you are so cool. That is one thing you always said to me. You told me how cool I was. And I thought that was the greatest thing in the whole wide world.
You're a cool girl.
Well, you're a cool gal. Guy. Okay, so anyway, so that's how we met, and here we are. Let's get into some of the questions. Who said, I love you first? You. What's your fave thing to do together?
Just hang out.
Just hang out.
Be together.
Yeah. Cuddle on the couch, watch movies.
Right.
Advice for newlyweds.
Always put each other first. Choose each other.
Always have date nights. Be spontaneous. Don't get stuck in a rut. And sometimes you will get stuck in a rut. And you have to be intentional to get yourself out of it. The best advice you received about marriage, and they're getting married next weekend. Congrats. So maybe by the time this is up, you will be married.
Yeah, maybe so.
That goes back to what we said.
Yeah.
Always,
somebody told us that. Choose each other, put each other first.
Always date
Yeah.
your person.
Right.
Always go on dates. Your favorite date night as a couple
At this point, going out to dinner
without the baby.
without Ivy.
Like, we love having her with us. We love having her with us, but for each other, we do have to have that alone time. How to get out of a toxic relationship. That's difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard because we've always been together.
Right. You just do whatever you got to do, I would say, to get out of it.
But I know emotionally you're emotionally attached.
Right.
And that is, like for me, I would probably seek counsel, seek wisdom from a mentor. You have to pray for that soul tie to be broken, you know, because it would be hard. I can imagine, you need to get out, but at the same time, you're emotionally like attached to that person, you know, and then there's good parts about them that you love. That's difficult, but I would definitely say like talk to somebody for the accountability too, and know your worth. Know that you deserve better than that. Realistic expectations for marriage. I think it's just different.
You're gonna get on each other's nerves sometimes.
Yeah. You have to accept that you're different.
Right.
You know, like our coping mechanisms, say we get in an argument, Hunter can right off the bat, he'll be fine. He's like, forget about it, it's over with, whatever. But me, I like internalize, I process, I might need to pout a little bit. And like that's stuff I'm working on too, you know? Because he could easily get like frustrated, I guess, that I'm not getting over it as fast. And then vice versa, I'm like, why are you okay all of a sudden? Like, no, we just had an argument. But at the same time, marriage is awesome. Like, it is what you make it. You could easily get stuck in a rut and just get in what I've learned, the crazy cycle.
Push through.
And then you have to intentionally choose each other because that helps get you out.
Right.
We could be having like a bad week and then we're like, okay, we need time to ourselves.
Right.
Go on a date night, kills it. Who is more likely to forget to flush? That is only because at night I don't flush the toilet because I don't want to wake Ivy up.
Yeah.
You know? Who is more likely to forget to toss a diaper? I do. Because
all the time.
Yeah, I do.
Like sometimes I'll
have like a pile of
there'll be
diapers.
3 diapers by her changing table.
What is the first thing you touch on them for aggravating the other?
Like physical?
Yeah.
Like probably this.
Yeah. No, it that aggravates me sometimes. If I'm in a serious one, when I touch your booty, you hate that. Sometimes.
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
Because your fingers just dig too into my ribs. Like,
this.
I get bruises, honey. Who has changed more because of the other's point of view?
I'd say you.
You think? I would say you. Why do you say me? I don't know. Maybe it's 50-50. It depends on what it is. Sorry, I just spit. More like emotionally and personality-wise, I would say you. Because of me.
Maybe so.
Because I'm like, I don't know, like I'm like, Hunter, you know, we have to, we're
she
called
made me
to
like,
be better than that. And
right. She makes me kind of like think about other people more, I guess. You know? Not that I was like selfish, but like I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to like be nice to people.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Like, and I'd be like, babe, that can come across rude and they might.
Which I mean, I never really cared about, but I only started caring about it because she would be getting on me all the time about it. Right.
Yeah.
I don't want her to look bad because I don't like go out of my way to be nice to people.
Yeah.
You know?
You're
now
sweet.
when she's not with me, I'm kidding.
What's your favorite thing to say to each other to make them smile?
You look beautiful.
You like to say that to me?
Yeah. It always makes you smile.
I like to tell you how much I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And how much you like working for us. Like, means.
Right.
Yeah, that makes you smile. Makes you feel good, don't it?
Yeah.
That like makes you feel like when I tell you I respect you.
Yeah.
You like really like that.
Yeah.
Other than prayer and family, what gets you through your darkest days?
I guess things that we like. It's like our hobbies, because that would be next. Other than
I
prayer, family, and friends.
Like you going to the gym is a stress reliever, for sure. And me working out is definitely a stress reliever.
You must not have been stressed lately. Yo, every week, Devon's like, well, she used to go to the gym every day, don't get me wrong. She's like, I'm going to start back Monday, start back on my grind. I'm going to start working out, getting a pump. I'm going to do cardio classes. I'm going to weight train.
It's because we live so far
like Monday,
right now.
or, you know, if I work Monday, maybe like Tuesday, I'm like, are you going to the gym? I don't really feel like it.
But also for me, I'm still on anxiety medication, so that definitely has helped me, like chemically, I guess.
Right.
Honestly, this sounds so like, I hope this don't come across bad, But going to like get a spray tan and have my nails done, you know what I mean?
I think most women would agree with.
Well, there's something about feeling confident that
Right.
really pulls me out of my
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would imagine that most females would be that way.
Yeah.
I mean, guys too, to a certain degree. I don't think that's necessarily bad.
keeping the romance alive with 2 full-time jobs and 3 kids. Oof.
Good luck. I'm kidding.
It's hard to say because we only have 1, so I cannot imagine with 3 because we
Definitely
have
tough.
struggled with
Yeah.
1,
Right.
you know, and because this year we've learned how to be parents and all the responsibilities that has brought on.
Yeah. Find a babysitter. Like, even if you don't have family, be like, okay, let's find somebody that we can pay. So if you don't, like, if you live not around family, definitely find a babysitter. It's worth it. Make
Right.
that time for each other.
I remember in the beginning, as much as we weren't ready to leave Ivy, we went to that trip to Apalachicola.
Yeah.
And
She was a
that
little
was so
beneficial
we needed
for
that.
us. Yeah.
You forget how much you actually miss each other.
Right.
We still, to this day, like we love we're obviously like physical touch is one of our love languages. We always have Ivy.
Yeah.
But Ivy's bedtime, thankfully we started her young, like she goes to bed around 7. So even though we're tired, there's some times that we were like, we've got to make time for each other.
Yeah.
And it's
I
like
think since we've
plan
started,
it. You don't have to like literally plan it, you know, and there's other ways to be intimate. It's just,
Right.
you know, emotionally you can be, you know, so it's
Yeah.
not just physical, but.
And even like since we started doing YouTube and TikTok and everything, I think we kind of enjoy that time together.
Like this
Because,
is like nice.
yeah.
Top 3 favorite things about each other.
Okay, for me, it's definitely your personality. When I say your personality, I mean like your character, like how kind you are to everybody. I mean, there's only one thing left. That's the way you look. You know? And then how good of a mom you are.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gonna make me cry. Gosh, Hunter, that just popped a little bubble in my throat.
Sorry, Charles.
Are you about to cry?
No.
Your eyes are watering.
Like, keep going.
Are you about to cry?
No. But like when you start to cry now, it just makes me start crying.
Why?
Like yesterday when you were watching the video of that dog and you were starting to cry when we were on the way to get your car, I was like having to not like keep myself from, because you were crying and that just makes me cry for some reason. I don't know.
My top 3 favorite things about you. Literally probably the same things, that you're the husband you are, the way you take care of me, take on the anxiety I get sometimes, and you've learned to try to help me with that instead of just making me feel guilty for feeling the way I feel. And
It took a long time for me to do that.
yeah.
So if you people are
repeat
like in
things.
the same situation, like one of you has anxiety and the other one doesn't, like I didn't ever understand that when people said they have anxiety, like really until we got married, we were together all the time. And then I like realized that it like really does affect you.
You're always trying to be the provider.
Yeah.
You know, like that in itself means so much, and without making me feel guilty.
Right.
Like you could easily have made me feel pressure to go back to work. I see the way you look. What's up, you little hot little thing? And then you're the best daddy. I was not expecting all this to get so deep.
Yeah, that one was kind of deep.
What were your first thoughts and feelings when you saw each other for the first time? Now we were 13 and 14.
Yeah.
So I was like,
It's like, oh, she look good.
yeah, I was like, oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
And your little black hair, and I loved the way you dressed. You little young and reckless little hat wearing dude. I want to marry him. He is tan skin, dark eyes, dark hair.
You're 13.
Yeah,
I'm gonna marry him.
yeah. I just knew something was different about you, Hunter.
Yeah.
Best advice for handling that firefighter schedule. Ooh. Well, I'm kind of used to it now. It does still have its days where it like wears on me, especially more so now being a mama. He first started, I'm a little scaredy cat. I let my sister would spend the night all the time before she was married on the days he worked. But there was something comforting knowing. So he would leave the morning and then I'd be like, well, I'll just have one more sleep and then he'll be home. I just have to keep myself busy sometimes.
Well, I think
it's
since
hard.
you've had her, it's helped you because
I have her.
you're doing something
Yes.
all day.
Now, when you work overtime, like one day, I'm fine. When he works overtime, so he's working 2 days straight, that's harder.
Yeah.
Just started following you and I love your family. When did you become Christian? So glad you're here. We are so thankful. We were both raised in the church. There was a period where it transitioned from okay, that's just what I was used to okay, now I truly do believe in Jesus and want to live for him. And that was around high school, sophomore, junior year.
We kind of
did that together.
I didn't
in a way.
always grow up in church, but we started when I was like in middle school probably. I personally made the decision. We kind of did it together.
I'm getting married in 7 months, and I was wondering if y'all could do a video on marriage as Christians and how that works. Well, first, congrats. That's exciting.
I mean, the Bible says a lot about marriage and love and what love is.
It literally writes it out for us, so that is like, because you can easily get caught up in the world and the secular part of it, I guess.
Right.
Even in marriage. And so to know what the Bible says about it, like what love is patient, love is kind.
Like, because we have a relationship with Jesus and he shows us grace and mercy and faithfulness, and that's how our real relationship is supposed to be, then we kind of put that same thing into play with each other. If she messes up or if I mess up, and we show each other grace, we show each other mercy. We're faithful to each other.
Yeah.
There's certain things that, we are not going to do. As far as like, just as an example, we're not going to go out to eat with a person of the other sex, like just us two.
We don't want to ever open a doorway. Even though, like, we both can say 100% right now, we would never, ever, ever cheat on each other. Right? But there has been other Christian couples who have said the same thing, and years later, it's like you put your guard down a little bit because you think that could never happen. Oh, I would never do that. But if the enemy can get any foot in any kind of door, like, you just never know. So we have to pray for each other.
Yeah.
We pray together that our marriage is protected and that we are making sure we're doing everything in our power to protect it. Anyways, that got super deep. But we're going to close it out with that. We hope y'all enjoyed this, and we are so, so, so thankful for this, like, platform that Jesus has literally blessed us with. I know as cliche it sounds, like I prayed for it. I prayed that there was purpose in it. So even if just one person is affected by it, and that our prayer is not to lift us up, but it's to lift Jesus up through us. And we hope that you can see the fruits of the Spirit in us. We're not perfect people, so please don't ever put us on a pedestal. We struggle just like y'all struggle. We're so excited for our journey, I guess, to be really taken off. If y'all have any more questions, please comment below. Leave us some love in the comments. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I don't even know. I'm just so excited.
Me too. So thanks to everybody, all of our new followers and our old followers, and we appreciate y'all. This has been, if it continues to grow, this has been Devin's dream for a while. To do social media and everything. So I'm just glad to see her prospering. We'll see you in the next one.